Welcome to the sway world where peace is temporary and bad decisions are forever. If you're new here, hey girl, hey, my name is Maribanyane, but you can call me Sway or you can call me Mari, but I prefer you call me Sway. Let me give you guys a story time of when my ex-boyfriend, well, my then boyfriend, decided to make me and his sneaky link sleep in the same room while I was drunk. I passed out and then I woke up again, and him and this sneaky link were on top of each other. I caused havoc, shame. But anyways, sit down and do my makeup with me while I tell you guys a story. If you want, grab your snacks, grab your drinks, or you can also do your makeup while listening to the story. I don't know, it's whatever. Okay, comment your thoughts as the story time goes. Don't forget to subscribe if you like. Also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, as well as YouTube, guys, just to keep up with the girl. Hello. Anyways, let's get into the story time. So for story's sake, guys, we are going to call this guy Lucas. Nah. So how I met Lucas was, me and a friend of mine were at this other place that sells food, and we were there to buy food or whatever, and Lucas and two of his other friends came to also buy. And naturally, like, men like to chase for some reason, even unprovoked, you know what I mean? They start to talk to us, me and my friend. And obviously my friend was talking to the other guy and Lucas was talking to me. Annoying. But anyways, Lucas was obviously trying to talk to me, and eventually he's like, can I please have your number, whatever? And I give him my number, and he's like, okay, I'll text you. I'm like, I chilled, no problem. But okay, then eventually it moved to text. Obviously we started talking over text, and it was dry. Like, we were talking for like a week straight, and we were not really, it wasn't really giving it's gonna be a relationship type vibe, you know what I mean? So we would talk and talk, and then we'd go quiet. He'd ghost me sometimes, I'd ghost him. Most of the time I'd be ghosting him because I felt like he wasn't serious, and then he would text me, and then I would talk to him, and then. Do you understand? So cool. The following week, because we had spoken for a week, I remember, and then the following week, I don't remember what day it was, but it was during the week. He's like, listen, hey, I'm bored and I'm at home. Like, where are you? What are you doing? And I was like, same, I'm also at home, bored as hell. I have nothing to do, and I'm done with all my chores. And he's like, oh, okay, come to my house, let's be bored together. And I was like, you trying something, you are trying something. And I thought he wanted to smash whatever, and I was just like, no, like, I don't think I want to be bored with you. And obviously he's kept on trying to convince me, like, come on, it's gonna be fun, don't be those. And I gave in, guys. I eventually gave in. So I was like, okay, cool, like, where are you, like, where you located, whatever? He's like, this is where I'm located, I'll pay for your taxi if you want to use a taxi or a Bolt. Either way, I'll pay for it when you get here. I'm like, no, like, request for me, and then Abon. He's like, okay. He requests for me, guys. I get to his house, we start talking, whatever. And eventually he's like, listen, I like you, but the problem is, like, the situation that I was with my ex was not a good one. So I'm scared to get into another relationship because I feel like all girls are the same. Like, I feel like they're gonna do me like my ex did me. I'm like, what did your ex do to you, bruh? He's like, my ex was not a good person, bruh. My ex cheated on me with her ex, and I feel like she was just not over the guy or whatever. And I'm like, tell me more, like, what happened? You know what I mean? He's like, so basically how he found out that baby girl was still busy with the ex was that there was a time where one of his friends was sitting with other guys, and the other guys were talking, and the ex was there, the girlfriend's ex was there as well. And another guy asked him, like, what's happening between you and so the ex? And he was like, oh, me and her are just ballaring, like, we're just sleeping with each other, it's nothing deep or anything. Like, he was like, me and that girl could never get back together because she's not really like a person that I would like want to grow with, but in bed she's good, so why not? And obviously there was a guy that was like, but like, isn't she in a relationship? And the guy's like, yeah, she is in a relationship, but that's not my business, that's her business with her boyfriend. it's really like none of my business, you know what I mean? Coconut water, that kind of vibe. I don't know why I just said that. But he's like, she's in a relationship, and honestly, I'm happy for her, like good for her, whatever. And the friend was obviously listening to all of this, and he came back and told the boyfriend, like, hey, you you are getting your girlfriend child by somebody else. You think that box is sealed. Whole time she's dollaring with her ex. And you know, he's like, they started having problems after that because he confronted her, and the girl was like, oh, it only happened once. And Lucas is like, after that I broke up with her, but I eventually went back to her because he's like, as much as she had cheated, I love that girl. But then he's like, when we got back together, like it was not the same. Because he's like, I started cheating. He's like, I started cheating like nobody's business. Like nobody could tell me nothing in that phase of my life. So I'm just like listening to all of this and I'm flabbergasted. But in my head, I'm like, whoever this girl is, like, she is wrong for making me defend a man. Because I almost defended him and be like, why would she cheat on such a good guy? Because Lucas, guys, on the surface is like a very good guy. Shame, he's a good listener. You know, he pays attention to the things that you like, and you know, he knows how to apologize. I like guys. I hope you guys have noticed, like, I love guys that know how to take accountability. But Lucas was that kind of person, you know, and I thought he was a good guy. I really did. But he's just like all of them. All men are the same, honestly. I don't know. Anyways, so now obviously, okay, sorry, me and Lucas are talking, and he's like, yeah, no, like after that I started cheating on her like nobody's business. Like I did try and stop. He's like, I did try and stop cheating on her, but like it was just too hard. Because he's like, I did not trust her anymore. I was just like, hey, I'll stop my shenanigans. Whole time I'm stopping for you and you're still busy with your ex, you know what I mean? He's like, that was the type of time he was on, and eventually he decided, no man, this relationship has to end. And I'm like, you, that's crazy, you know what I mean? And the relationship ended or whatever, and I was just like, yo. And then he asked me about what happened to my past relationship. I didn't really say much because there wasn't much to say, you know what I mean? I didn't really get into detail. I just let that be, you know what I mean? And then after that, me and him started dating. You know, our relationship, guys, was good for a good 4 months. Actually, it was good until I started finding out, until I started going through that phone, until I had his Facebook account on my phone. I had this boy's Facebook account on my phone because, so how I had his account was that there was a time where I had his phone and I put his Facebook name on my phone, and then I was like, forgot password, and I remember it sent SMSs on his phone, and then I entered, and then I had my account and his account, and he didn't know. And so every single thing that he would do, I knew. Whenever he was active on his Facebook and I was active on my Facebook and I could see that he was active, that's when I would go and read the chats. Him and other girls would be texting back and forth, or how he's single, how he has not been in a relationship for so long. How he has not been in a relationship in so long. Oh, yeah. Anyways, some of these girls, he was like, listen, I just want us to mac. That's it. You know what I mean? And then some of them was like, listen, I've been single for so long. And then there was this one, which and obviously when they moved things to WhatsApp was when it kind of became complex for me, because I could not go on his WhatsApp. You know, I was only on Facebook, but the things I was seeing. And when I confronted him, he switched the whole thing into, why are you searching my phone? Why do you have my Facebook on your phone? Because that's wrong. And I tried to speak, guys, and be like, but you're cheating on me. And he's like, but you have, if you had not went to go look, you wouldn't have found. So I was wrong, guys. I was in the wrong. Yo, the things that I was seeing, they were just crazy. Or there was just so many girls. And eventually, like, I got mad. But then I eventually forgave him, because I was just like, hey, okay, cool. I understand that I'm wrong. And he was like, yeah, me and you should stop checking each other's phones. From now on, please remove my Facebook account from your phone. And let's keep it like that, Pookie, okay? And I was like, yeah, I'll do that. Hey, now after all of that happened, did I remove his Facebook account from my phone? No, but he was starting to become slick now. Like, he would like talk to girls. He would talk to girls, and then he would be like, listen, let's talk on WhatsApp, whatever, and just give these girls his number and then delete the chat quickly, whatever. And you know, I saw that he was doing that one time, because yeah. So I had seen that, that is what he was doing, whatever, and I just didn't say nothing, because we had agreed that I would remove that Facebook account because it was making us fight. Not the things that he was doing, but the fact that I had his Facebook account on my phone was what was making us fight. Lord have mercy. Oh, so now the relationship is okay or whatever. When I tell you guys that I had the privilege to talk to the ex, was it a good idea for me to talk to the ex? I honestly don't know, but I had a privilege to talk to the ex because one of my friends had invited us somewhere and there was guys there and the ex would happen to be there. And so I did not spare any moment. I was like, you know what, ne? So I was like, I'm not gonna spare myself. I'm gonna ask the ex what happened between her and this guy, if I get the opportunity, Cool, I wasn't really mean to the girl. Like, me and the girl obviously spoke. She greeted me, guys, and I wasn't like fighting with her or anything because she had been brought by one of my friends to this whole thingy. And I don't have a problem with the, you dated the guy that I'm dating now. Like, that doesn't mean we're beefing or anything. Unless she thinks we're beefing, that's cool. We get to the setup, it's fun, it's nice. The percentages start to hit and me and the girl start talking. She comes up to me and she's like, are you dating so and so, Yaiv? And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh God, I hope she's not here to try and fight or something. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I am. She's like, really? I'm like, why would I say yes if I wasn't? In my head, I did not want to be rude. I was like, yeah, why? She's like, I literally just found out a couple of minutes ago that you and so are actually in a relationship. In my head, I'm like, okay, and like, why are you surprised? But I'm still trying to be, but I'm still civil, like, oh yeah, like me and him are in a relationship. Is there a problem? She's like, no. My chat is, I know Lucas to be single. No, you don't. So I'm like, why do you say that? She's like, oh, let me just take your number and then we'll talk, we'll talk on the phone. I don't really want to say what I want to say here, because I feel like it's just going to ruin the mood and the fun, whatever. Yeah, no, like, I don't want to hear it either because I just knew what she was about to tell me. So she's like, just take my number and we'll talk. I'm like, okay, cool. I text her right there and there so that I am able to not forget to text her because I'm just like, whatever I need to find out, I want to know. Cool. The night continues, we're having fun, whatever. Fast forward now, the day ends and then I eventually text her. I'm like, I don't know if it was the alcohol or what, but you told me that you wanted to tell me something. She's like, no, it was definitely not the alcohol. I do want to ask you something. So she's like, listen, let me take you out. She's got extra money or whatever. Let's go out to this other guata place that she's been wanting to try. And I'm like, yeah, sure, cool. Let's go. You know what I mean? Like, why not? Free food, hello? I don't even tell Lucas at this point that, I bumped into your ex. And now me and her are going somewhere to discuss you. I did not tell him. So we get to the place, whatever, and we order, and me and her start talking. She obviously doesn't spare me, and she gets right into it. She's like, so you and Lucas how long have you guys been together? So I tell her, like, it's been a minute, like, it's been really long since me and Lucas have been together. Why? She's like, because me and Lucas have been, messing around with each other. Said, what? She's like, yeah, like, we have been messing around each other and at some point it looked like we were gonna get back together. What? I'm like, what do you mean get back together? She's like, I'm serious. Like, Lucas did not tell me that he is in a relationship. I know Lucas to be single since me and him broke up. He says that there is no girl that can amount to me, and he knows that me and him had our fights, but he wants us to get back together. I wanted to be like, you're lying so bad. Yo, I couldn't believe it. Okay, I could. But at the same time, like, you are like, why? Hey, she's like, I'm telling you, like, he has been touched. So she shows me the chats, guys. Obviously, she's not saying things, that are coming out of her mouth for free. She shows me the chats. She's like, this are the chats, and I see, baby boy's like, I have not been sane ever since me and you broke up. Like, there is no girl that amounts to you. Like, I've been single, just hoping that you would text me sometime, but you're not texting me, and I thought, let me text you. Hey, now, wow. So I look at this girl like, damn, like, when was this? And I ask her, like, when was this? She's like, oh, this was last week. Me and him were together this week, Monday. excuse me. No. She says that this was a couple of weeks, like, no, a couple of like weeks ago, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Me and this girl were together last week. This week, I think it was a Friday, if not a Saturday, that me and this girl had met. And she tells me, no, I was with Lucas on Monday and me and him did whatever we did. And she's telling me this because she used to be in my position. So she just wants me to let me know that this guy's not a good person. And she's like, when we were at the chillers or whatever, she realized that, no man, I'm a cool girl. Why am I busy with Lucas? Because Lucas is a terrible person. Mind you, she's like, the only reason, also another reason as to why she's telling me this is because I kept on rejecting the guys that were at the party because I had Lucas at home. She's like, don't do that. Don't be me. Hey! She's like, don't be me, but like, I used to be you. I used to do that. So like, I would suggest you don't do that. Like, I would suggest you mingle when people want to mingle with you. So she's like, I was with Lucas and Lucas kept on telling me how he wants me back. Baby girl is like, I don't want to be with Lucas anymore because Lucas is a scumbag. Lucas does not respect himself. So she's like, she's not going to be with someone. She's not going to be with somebody that's like that. She's like, she knows the kind of person that Lucas is. And the only reason why she allowed him to spin the block is because she missed the D. And that's the only reason why she allowed him to spin the block. Otherwise, it would never have happened. I was just like, yo, girl, like, what are you telling me? She's like, I'm telling you. She's like, Lucas is not the good person, my dear. He's not. So I obviously tell her what Lucas had told me. And I'm like, but Lucas said that you know, did him dirty and whatever. She's like, of course he's going to say that. Do you think he's going to incriminate himself because he's obviously going to look like the bad person? No. She's like, I did not do Lucas dirty. Lucas did me dirty. Lucas, hey. She's like, Lucas is the one that did me dirty, not the other way around, my dear. She tells me that, no, me and Lucas were together for a good minute and I had been loyal to him the entire time. But baby boy just was not seeing that. And she's like, eventually her ex came back in her life and that's why her and this Lucas character, that's when her and the ex decided to do whatever they were doing because Lucas had been cheating on her. She's like, she was always finding out. It's like every week it was something, you know what I mean? And I'm like, girl, I know exactly what you're talking about. So now I'm like, she's like, honestly speaking, I can't tell you to break up with the guy, but all I'm gonna say is just be careful. Like, Lucas is not a good person. Like, you should be moving on when I'm telling you this because he's just going to break your self-esteem and just make you seem like a terrible person when you guys break up. And I would not want to see that because I was you at some point in time. I was you. So eventually, you know, we get our food and we're talking about other things. You know, now me and her are cool, whatever. And she's just like, if you ever like need advice, you know, when it comes to this boy, I'm gonna be there, you know, because I know the kind of person that Lucas is. I take her advice as food for thought, whatever, and I kind of tell her, like, I'm gonna confront Lucas about what happened between you and him. She's like, yeah, sure, you can confront him. But guys, like, she was a girl's girl because she did stop talking to Lucas after she found out that Lucas was my partner. She did stop talking to him. Now, my chat is, nah. So now, guys, I confront Lucas about this entire ex situation. He denies everything and he's like, how can you listen to somebody? Mind you, I saw the chats, nah. He's like, how can you listen to somebody that I used to date? Of course, they're going to try to break us up because they want me, blah, blah, blah. I do not have concrete evidence of the fact that they were talking, and he kept on being like, she could have fabricated this chat. How sure are you that this is me? It was a lot. It was a lot. But you know what's crazy, ne? Is this other time I go to Groove. Hey, not even Groove, man. I was at this other place where a friend of mine was hosting and he's a DJ or whatever. And I went there with him because, you know, he had invited me or whatever. And I got there, we had fun. Lucas is like, listen, since your mom allowed you today to not come back home, please come and sleep over at my place. Ne? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna come. At this point, yes, I have forgiven him. So I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna come to your place, whatever. And I tell him that the event ends at 1 a.m. I'll be there around 1:30. He's like, listen, to make things better, I'm going to request for you. I'm like, you know. So now I'm excited because I know that I'm gonna see my man after this whole event thing, blah blah blah. I'm excited that I'm gonna see this man after this, whatever, you know. As I'm dancing shame with happiness because I know that after this, then I'm going to have fun. You know, I'm gonna be chilling with this guy. You know, it's so nice to be drunk with your man. You know, it's nice. And now it's time for him to come and pick me up. When I tell you, his phone was going to voicemail, my dear. His phone was going to voicemail. I kept on calling. Eventually, I'm just like, you know what, nah, it's fine. I'm just gonna go with my friends, wherever that they're going for the second location, because baby boy is not answering his phone and I'm not about to fight with him. You know, as the people are now starting to pack whatever stuff that they brought there, he calls me finally. It's like, listen, I'm so sorry. Like, yo, I had a situation, but it's done now. Like, you can come. So I'm like, like, I've decided to go with the people. He's like, no, please, I really miss you. And he convinces me, and I go there, guys. When I get there, as soon as he opens the door, some girl comes out from behind the house, and she's like, Lucas, I told you I'm not going anywhere. You better tell your girlfriend that you, me, and her are about to be in a trio. She was like, that girl was serious, so serious. She was like, you better tell your girlfriend from today that me and you and her are going to be in a trio. Hi, Bo. Guys, what? I'm like, what? So I'm just looking at everything happening. I'm like, what's going on? Like, how am I supposed to react in this situation? So she's like, Lucas, you cannot keep using me. Like, you can't. Baby girl is like, you cannot keep using me. Like, you can't. You just can't. Like, you can't. Today is the day that I put my foot down. Like, me and you are going to be boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, you better make the other girl understand that I'm not going anywhere either. Mind you, I'm just watching all of this unfold. Lucas is telling this girl, like, can you please go home, bruh? Like, I'll text you. And I'm just looking at everything unfold, because what could I possibly say? What would you say in this situation? Like, would you fight? You don't even know what happened. She's like, she's literally dead ass, like, I'm tired of you using me. Lucas, my Lucas. Like, I'm tired of you using me. You always call me and tell me that me and you are gonna get back together. Next thing, I find you with this other girlfriend and it's like, how many times have you told me that you're gonna stop dating her and be with me? And I just can't. Like, you need to tell her that, you know, me. Mind you, guys, we're all standing outside. You're all standing outside. I'm listening to all of this as it's unfolding. Lucas keeps on trying to tell the girl, listen, can you please go home? Me and you will talk. Baby girl's like, I'm not going anyway. If we have to talk, we're talking today. We're talking right now. Aibo, what's going on? So she's like, I'm not going anywhere. So we eventually go inside the house all together because baby girl was starting to be loud and the people at Lucas's house were there. Do you understand? So like, we did not want to cause any drama. So she eventually inside the house, guys, with us. And now we're all sitting down and it starts to get into a fight. Like, guys, I'm not saying anything still at this point. I'm still quiet. I'm not saying anything at this point. I'm still quiet because I'm just trying to observe and see like what's going on. So obviously I haven't asked Lucas what's going on. I look at this girl and I'm thinking, the fact that you're saying that you've been waiting for him to break up with me and he has not broken up with me, and so now you decided to put your foot down, is crazy. It's crazy because I don't understand people that date people with wives and girlfriends. Like, do you really think that person's gonna leave their wife or serious girlfriend for you if they've been telling you for months, like, listen, I'm gonna leave. No, they're not. You know, you just have to love yourself. That's it. But anyways, that was not my business. Eventually, like, I start to talk and I'm like, auntie, what's going on here? Like, why? Lucas is like, I don't understand why this girl is following me. Like, she needs to leave. And the girl is like, I'm following you. I'm not following you. Like, you're the one that told me that you loved me and that you wanted me to be here. And Lucas is now telling the truth. He's like, listen, me and my girlfriend do not match. So I needed somebody for the night so that I know that I'm not going to get tempted and try to touch her and all of that, you know. all of that good stuff. So I needed somebody for the night, and that was what it was. And now you don't want to go anywhere. So he looks at me and he's like, listen, you know I'd never do you like that. He's like, you know, I would never do anything to harm our relationship. I was just doing it because me and you don't really sleep with each other. The problem was the fact that the problem was the fact that I was calm. I was very calm, and I shouldn't have been calm. Let me go put my lashes on. I'll be back. I feel like in that situation, guys, I feel like for one, I was too late to honestly realize what was happening, and I just was too late also to react. You know what I mean? Like, I could see what was going on, but at the same time, I'm just like, hi, this must be a dream. You know how alcohol is. So I'm just like, maybe this must be a dream. But obviously, in the same instant, like, I'm there, guys, just chilling. I eventually grab my jersey and I cover myself and I go to sleep because I don't know what was going on in that moment, but I was too calm. You know what I mean? I think I was just enjoying my plug on some, do I really want to fight? I. So guys, then I'm there sleeping or whatever. So I'm there sleeping or whatever. And eventually, like, I feel like there was a time where I woke up and I needed to go to the bathroom. As I'm waking up to go to the bathroom, these two are in bed cuddling. They're cuddling because they just did whatever they did. Because when I woke up, I obviously heard voices. Do you get it? I woke up and I heard voices of people talking. You know, pillow talk type vibes. That's exactly what it was. They were pillow talking while I'm on the couch sleeping as this boy's girlfriend. No, they were pillow talking, guys. I don't know what they were saying. I feel like they thought like I had passed out or whatever, but didn't this freaking scumbag think that I'm gonna wake up? Maybe. Yeah. I wake up, I eventually just wake up and act, and I'm like, I'm going to the bathroom. That's when I lost my mind. I was like, now guys, now at this point I had sobered up. So I'm like, you freaking disgusting ass pig. Like, how can you bring both girls in here and you're out here just doing things with one of them while I'm on the couch sleeping? Am I not supposed to be a girl? What's wrong with you? He's like, lower your voice, and I pushed him and we started going at it. Now as we're going at it, I go for the girl. Guys. On top of the bed, naked. I'm going in on this girl. I feel like she didn't know how to fight, but I was going in on her. And eventually this guy pulls me off the girl. They are both naked, mind you. He pulls me off the girl, and I feel like in that situation he was allowing that girl to get some hits in because I did rough her up. You know what I mean? She starts going in on me, going in, and I kick her. Somehow, you know when somebody's holding your body like this and you jump with both legs, and I kicked her, she fell. So when she fell, that's when I think his family heard that there's fighting in that room, and the mother woke up and started knocking. Lucas, what's going on in there? Like, what's happening? And it's like, no, nothing, man, like nothing. I'm watching a movie. But Sana, you hear that there are things that are banging, literally. And it's like, I'm just watching a movie, go back to sleep. It's nothing deep. It's like, Lucas, open this door. And Lucas is like, no. Lucas's brother is knocking. Now we're fighting. I'm like, let them see the kind of person you are. So they stop me from fighting and they try to get dressed. I'm like, plus you're naked. I take their clothes, guys. I run to their clothes because I thought first, I think they were trying to put like their shirts on. They were looking for some of the clothes. And obviously, guys, I'm just quick with it. I'm just sweeping everything. Because I think at some point, the clothes were piled. And then maybe the shirt is there. The panties are there. And they can't find them. I open the window, guys. I take their clothes. I get on top of the bed. I throw them out of the window. And then I'm like, open for your mom. Open for your mom. So I open the door. He kept on trying to pull me. And then I eventually opened the door, guys. I like the door like this, and then I take the key. As I'm trying to open the butler, now he's pulling me. Isn't that he was obviously pulling me? And then I eventually open the door, and as I'm trying to open the butler, he pulls me and I throw the key out. Why? Because I wanted all those that are outside to open the door. Inside, as they open, guys, they switch the light on. Their clothes are obviously outside. These two are naked. Then there's me. And the mom is shouting at all of us. What's going on? I'm in my head, I'm like, baby, ask your son what he's been doing. Because why would two girls be at another woman's house fighting? Ask your son who the problem is. I did not say that, guys. I said it in my mind. Y'all know I'm a coward, low-key. So, my mom is like, obviously like, what's going on? Why y'all fighting? Girls this, girls that. And she's shouting at the boy. The brother is also like shouting at him, like, what is this? And obviously I'm like, I want to go home. I said I wanted to go home, but he didn't want me to go home. And he brought another girl while I was here, and they were doing whatever they were doing. Guys, I started crying. I am dramatic like that. I started crying, and the mom was like, Askisi, like, you should leave this guy if he's not good for you. Like, look at you just embarrassing yourself, crying in front of people. I'm like, exactly, madam. Exactly. Oh, the mother, guys, requested for me to go home. It was in the... I think it was like 4 a.m. at that time. I don't know. I got home, got inside, went to sleep, woke up, and thought that what had happened was a dream until I got a text from him apologizing. And I was like, oh... I was not dreaming. That really happened. When I tell you, I texted the ex so fast. I texted the ex so fast and was like, my dear, you did not lie. The ex that, like, he had told me cheated. Yeah, bro. I texted that ex and I was like, Sissy, do you want to know what happened yesterday when I got to this boy's place? She's like, what happened? Like, Sissy, I went through it because your boy did X, Y, and Z. And she was like, I'm not surprised. She literally was like, I told you about that kind of, what kind of person Lucas is. I told you. This is the kind of person he is. And if you don't, like, wake up, you're going to date him for years and years. And then find out 5 years down the line that he has a child on the way with somebody else. Whole time you're in the relationship. So she's like, my dear, as long as you saw the kind of person that Lucas is, you are the one that's gonna decide if you want to leave or not. And I'm like, girl, I think I'm done. No. After today, I don't think I can face that woman. I feel like if I were to come back, she's just gonna be like, girl, what the hell are you here for? You know what I mean? So obviously, Lucas is on the phone trying to talk to me or whatever. And I eventually give in, guys. I forgive him. I forgave him. I know. You're probably like, damn, why would you do that? I did it. And I forgave him, y'all. And after forgiving him, when I tell you, me and him, I found myself at his place again and we were about to go chill. As we're chilling, he goes outside to grab me a glass of water and a message pops up on his phone and it's this girl who is like, I'm good in you. It wasn't even anything malicious. She was like, I'm good in you. And I was like, you know what, Sneh? I'm packing my stuff, packing myself, and I'm leaving this relationship. That was it. That's how I left, guys. It had not even settled that this had happened already. You are still cheating. No. I remember just looking at him and being like, my mom just called me. She says that she needs me immediately. And he was like, oh, and you just got here, that she really needs you. I'm like, yeah, she really needs me. He did not expect me to break up with him. And I was like, yeah, she really needs me. I was like, oh, okay, like, please text me when you get home. As I'm in that taxi going back home, I'm blocking him on my socials. Blocked him on Instagram, blocked him on TikTok, blocked him on... Not even TikTok. I don't know if TikTok was a thing at that time. I don't know. But I blocked him on socials. On Facebook, I blocked him. On WhatsApp, I blocked him. And that was the end of us. Did we ever talk again? No. I never want to speak to that person ever again because I feel like he's got a way, you know, of playing with me whenever I allow him to come back in my life. You know, let me just spray my face and then I'll come back and say goodbye properly because I also need to do my lip combo. Okay? And yeah, y'all, that's honestly where the story ended. Me and him never spoke again. Obviously, he tried to reach out and call me or whatever, but, you know, after a few tries, he basically broke up with me. And guess what he told his next girlfriend? That I was the cheater. I was the terrible person. And I was just like, this person is never going to change. And honestly, I'm not even going to waste my time on him. I don't care what he says. I'm not going to confront him. Nothing. And since that day, we have not spoken. Yes, I've seen him before. He tried to talk to me and I was like, nope. We ended right there. But anyways, guys, that is the end of the story time. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure that you like, comment, and if you like my stories and want to see more of me, don't forget to subscribe. Comment what your thoughts are. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, as well as on this platform right here. I will see you guys in the next story time. Stay bad, stay lit. We gang. Till the next video. Bye.